Today, what I want to talk to you about is the three top decisions that we make that actually creates loneliness. And it creates loneliness in our lives. So what I want to talk to you about is that. First thing, what are some of the three decisions that we make? And I think sometimes we make them subconsciously and sometimes we make them consciously. Here's the first one. We refuse to give our hearts. And sometimes we don't know that we actually are refusing to give our hearts, and I'll explain that a little bit later, but we refuse to give our heart because we've been hurt before. And when we think we're giving our hearts, we're actually not. We're giving a portion of it, but not fully. We're not fully engaging at all. And the problem with not fully giving your heart, you're going to have people that are emotionally disconnected, which creates an emotional loneliness inside of you. You could be in a relationship and still create that. See, after being hurt, you could create that gap in between you and the person, emotionally speaking. So that's number one. The second decision is we decide to actually not be vulnerable. This is, wait, isn't that the same thing? No, vulnerability is where you're sharing the intimate secrets, the things inside of you. They say we're only as sick as your secret, but that's that vulnerability part. So the first one is the feelings, like the actual feeling of your heart. The second thing is the trust, that the feeling of trust that you're allowing somebody to come into your heart to actually connect with you. And the problem with not doing that is we're creating a surface. We're literally disconnected. We're going to the head versus the heart. We're very logical in the way we operate in logic versus emotions. And we are connected here, but not here. So that's another decision that we actually make. And lastly, the last one, I think this one is probably one of the most dangerous and the most damaging thing, a decision that we make that creates loneliness, is we hold on to resentment. We don't forgive. And I think it has to do with not really fully understanding forgiveness, fully understanding with our lack of boundaries. Then we operate that way. And what does it produce? Again, loneliness. It produces people that we're not becoming safe. We're not safe around people. I want to give you like three things that you can do in order for you to start. Number one is to understand, why is it that I hold off my heart, giving my heart? Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. Why is it that I'm grabbing, that I have people that are emotionally disconnected to me, that don't have committed, they're not committed to me? Why is it that I keep holding on to this resentment even though I want to let go? Okay, there's three things. First thing, when it comes to giving to your heart, a give, and you feel like you're not really fully giving, or you're not there, or you're protecting yourself. Here's the thing. This is just really get this, okay? Your capacity to love is totally connected to your capacity to heal, or how much you've healed. Let me repeat this. Your capacity to love is totally connected to how much healing your heart had received, your personal healing journey. So here's the thing. If you want to give, you want to go out there, you want to find love, give love, and be all like, even in your business, or you want to just put yourself out there, but you're not really healing the heart. It's like dragging this ball and chain called your heart, because it's so protected. So you got to get to the healing. So you got to start doing some healing. You got to commit to it. I mean, that's the root of all things, right? Your heart. So you heal that heart so you could change the roots of how you love. And number two, I think what happens is we trust people that are unworthy to be trusted, and then we're vulnerable with those people. And then when we're vulnerable with the people that are not worthy to trust, then we get evidence and we don't trust nobody no more. So here's the thing. Reserve your vulnerability for people that are trustworthy. So just remember that I reserve being vulnerable only with people that are trustworthy. So start to recognize who is trustworthy of my vulnerability. Don't just be vulnerable with everyone, just specifically some people, not everyone. And that will help you. That's boundaries right there. Okay. And the last one, remember I told you about forgiveness, one of the most dangerous one? Well, here's the difference. Forgiveness is letting go of a different, better yesterday. Forgiveness has nothing to do with condoning, right? Everybody knows that. But here's the thing about forgiveness that people think and they get confused. They say, oh, I forgive you, then I trust you. No, forgiveness, yes, you could give forgiveness freely because that helps you, right? Because that lets go of that resentment. But trust is built. Trust is not just given freely. So just because you forgive somebody, that doesn't mean you have to trust them. So make sure to build trust. Go ahead and forgive, but trust is a little different. Okay, two different commitments. One, forgiveness has your commitment to release your heart, release what's going on with you. Trust is someone has to earn it. They got to earn their trust. So don't just be trusting everybody just because you forgave them, right? It's not a guaranteed thing. So anyways, that's what I wanted to talk to you about. And then just understand these concepts. And I think it's going to help you to actually move forward in your relationships, and understand also loneliness is by design. We hold ourselves back, like I said. We're not vulnerable, and we don't trust, and we hold on to resentment, and because to protect ourselves. It's always to protect ourselves. So, but if you start to understand these concepts, you'll be all right. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up. Well, thank you so much for watching my videos. Please do subscribe if you like the video, and please share it. And also click on the bell button there so you can be notified with any new videos that I come out with. Thank you.